Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Harbin Hot Springs sponsored New Moon in Sagittarius 5th night of Hanukah cyber ceremony. So I'm Sherry Huggi-Ma, and I'm so happy to be with you all tonight. So if you can please let me know who's here by posting in the comments section, that would be lovely, so I get an idea about who I'm on this journey with. So in case you didn't get to check it out, let me show you what my altar looks like for the evening. So as you can see with Sagittarius, we have the altar set up in the fireplace with a little firelight going on. And we got a lot of candles and a lot of things representing fire. We've got a bow and arrow. We've got some tarot cards representing Sagittarius, as well as the 4 elements objects. So that's going to be the altar that we're going to work with. And so what I love about honoring the new and full moon every month and continuing to honor it regularly is that it reminds us that we're still on time, still part of a cycle, still part of nature, and that the earth is still holding us and supporting us, even through a pretty strange era like the one we're in now. So let me just make sure that I have everything all technologically all set up properly. Yes, I do. Alrighty. So for those of you who are new to being a part of these moon events, my ritual style is a mix of earth-based spirituality, personal growth, and fairy tale storytelling. I grew up Jewish and had my bat mitzvah when I was 12. And then after that, I was free to choose my own spiritual path. And astrology is what floated my boat at the time. So it's really nice to have been asked to lead online astrology-based rituals for one of my favorite places on earth, Harbin Hot Springs. And so that's a little bit of where my background comes from. And plus I have skills as a video editor as well. So whether you'd like to just physically embody the ritual or be an observer and watch the imagery further on in, there's something here for everyone. So the moon ceremonies have traditionally happened at Harbin in the warm pool, and ceremony and ritual of all kinds have been happening at Harbin for millenniums by the native people, known as the Pomo and the Miwok, and multitudes of ceremonies have happened within the past 100 years with the current incarnation of the land dwellers. So even though we're not on the land currently, we're still connected energetically to the spirits of the earth and the water and the magic of being in ceremony together. So please give yourself permission to immerse yourself in the experience of this new moon in Sagittarius, 5th night of Hanukah ritual. So thank you for being here. So since we're now in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is ruled by the element of fire, as briefly as you can, please find an object that can represent the element of fire to be with you during this journey. It can be a magic wand, a pipe, a staff, a candle, a lighter, anything red or orange, brightly colored stones, lava rocks, etc. And if you're unable to locate one, then just imagine whatever fire-like object you'd like to have be part of this journey with you. And so while holding and or connecting with your objects in some way, we're going to start by calling in the directions. There's many different directions to honor here, both new and old. So start by closing your eyes and taking some deep breaths. And if you can all turn to face the direction of the east, the place where the sun rises. So I'd like to call in the spirits of the east, place of the morning sun, of new beginnings, of springtime and innocence, and all of the winged creatures. Welcome, spirits of the east. Be with us tonight. Blessed be. And then turn 90 degrees to your right, so you're facing south. I'd like to call in the spirits of the south, the place of fire, summertime, noonday sun, of passion and expression, of the phoenix and the dragon. Welcome, fire spirits, and be with us tonight. Blessed be. And then turn another 90 degrees to your right, so you're facing west. And I'd like to call in the spirits of the west, the place of the setting sun, of autumn, of the ocean, the rivers, and all the sea creatures, and the place of emotional release. We welcome spirits of the west. Be with us tonight. Blessed be. And turn another 90 degrees so you're facing north. And I'd like to call in the spirits of the north, place of wintertime, of midnight, of frozen earth, solitude, and the big woolly animals. We'd like to welcome you, spirits of the north. Be with us here tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the spirits of above, place of the sun, the moon, the stars, all of the heavenly beings. We'd like to welcome you, spirits of above, and be with us here tonight. Blessed be. And like to call in the spirits of below, of all of the earth's nurturing and sustenance, the animals, vegetables, minerals, and all of the creepy crawlies that live beneath us. Welcome, spirits of below, and be with us here tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the spirits of the center, place of our own inner circle, the place of the grounding cord, place of our own center and balance. We welcome you, spirits of the center, and be with us here tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the family spirits. We welcome the sacred masculine, the fathers, the grandfathers, the uncles, the brothers, and the sons. We welcome you, masculine spirits. Thank you so much for being here. Blessed be. And I'd like to honor the feminine spirits, the mothers, the grandmothers, the aunties, the sisters, and the daughters. Thank you so much, feminine spirits, for being here. We honor you, and blessed be. And I'd like to call in the elder spirits, our ancestors, those who've walked the land before us, those who've paved the path for so many. We welcome you, elder spirits. Thank you for being with us tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the child spirits, all the little people who teach us not to take life so seriously, the cradled, the crawling, and the running. All child spirits, be with us tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the mixed spirits, those who walk many paths, have multiple identities, move in various circles. We welcome you, mixed spirits. Thank you for honoring the path of the rainbow. Blessed be. The circle is cast. We are between the worlds. So, the sign of Sagittarius is the archer, which is a person riding a horse with a bow and arrow, sometimes a half human, half horse, also with a bow and arrow. And it's the sign of fire, honesty, adventurousness, optimism, expansion, independence, and philosophy. The Sagittarius energy creates the need to have long, fulfilling adventures and deep, meaningful conversations. It's the time to roam, to take risks, to travel, to take long journeys, to explore what's beyond the horizon, either figuratively or physically. For example, many people have gone on a lot of travels and vacations this past year and have seen a great deal of this beautiful land that we reside on. Sagittarian energy and the great outdoors go hand in hand. Also this year, many folks have been speaking their truth in a way that can create discourse and upset. But that's classic Sagittarius energy coming at us full swing, stirring up the pot with a desire for movement, changing things up, and adventuring, both psychologically and physically. If the sign of Aries is the fire sign that represents the first initial spark of flame, and Leo is the flame in full force, Sagittarius is the wispy smoke that comes off the top of the flames and evaporates into the ethers while leaving its trace in a subtle way. Jupiter is the optimistic planet of expansion, and it's Sagittarius's planet ruler. And Zeus, the god of the thunderbolt and the sky, is the deity for this sign. So also, we are just past the middle of the Jewish holiday of Hanukah, as Hanukah is known to some as the Festival of Lights. And Hanukah goes back to the story about the desecration of the holy Jewish temple and having deities of other cultures be forced into its lair. A small army of Jews, known as the Maccabees, rebelled against this religious persecution. They regained control over their temple, removed the other symbols, and built a new altar so they can once again keep up with their own traditions and practices. At first, there was only enough oil to keep the temple's menorah, one of its most important ritual objects, burning for one day. But then a miracle happened. The flame stayed alight for 8 days and 8 nights. And all those days and nights gave the soldiers time to rededicate the temple and give it back to the Jewish people. So, yay! And another point of Hanukkah is that since it's getting darker and darker out, since we're getting close to Yule or winter solstice, keeping the light burning is important. Hence why so many other holidays this time of year have a similar focus on rebirthing the light. So we are now in the new moon in Sagittarius, and the new moon is always in the same sign as what the sun is in. The new moon starts the beginning of each cycle. It's where the sun and the moon are most aligned, and when starting over, anything is possible. So while taking a deep breath, breathing deep into our hearts, we're going to do a group healing call out. Thinking about everyone and everything that we'd like to send our love and our healing to. And to do this, ask everyone to close your eyes and imagine your heart being fully open, allowing all feelings to flow through, the fiery passion of what's inside of you coming out, feeling the full expression of your creative nature being seen. And when you're ready, we will all be verbally calling in healing for those who are needing it in the world. Who are you sending your healing out to? What are you sending your healing to? We'll have a couple of minutes and begin. Sending out healing to everyone in my family. Sending out healing to all those who may be suffering right now. I'm sending out healing to this planet. May she be healed and renewed and rejuvenated. I'm sending out healing to my own heart. Imagine those people receiving you fully. Imagine them transforming into being all that they can be. Imagine them opening up to the flame of transformation, dancing in their full glory, being as powerful as the sun, becoming healthy and whole. And coming back into the space. Take a deep breath and shake it out. Being with the crisp December air on a moonless night, taking in the solitude of the land, the quiet of the earth. In traditional Western astrology, the sun is considered masculine and the moon is considered feminine. They don't reflect gender, only energies. So today represents the light solar masculine version of Sagittarius, and today also represents the moon, which is the dark lunar feminine version of Sagittarius. The archer is shown pulling an arrow through a bow. The bow represents the feminine energy and is curved in shape, becoming more so when drawn to full power. The arrow, however, is the opposite, linear and straight, phallic-like, therefore representing the masculine. The bow must be stable, strong under pressure, and resistant to the shock and vibration that occurs in the unleashing of power when the bow is shot through. similar to the energy and power that giving birth gives to women. And when the arrow is pulled all the way back into the bow, like lovers, the two brush against each other as if they were kissing. And the bow wishes the arrow luck on its journey into the atmosphere to fly fast and far, undeterred by the elements, and hit the center of its target. So as the flame of Sagittarius burns high and bright, it cleanses and purifies all that no longer serves us. And just like the arrow being released from the bow, how can we all release and let go? Let go of what we wish to see fly fast and far away. And mainly to say goodbye. What does it look like to be done with old patterns, beliefs, and stories once and for all? So you'll now have an opportunity to think about what it is that you feel ready to release and be complete with for good. So feel free to stand up, get into a comfortable space where you could move your body around. And whether it be a feeling, a state of consciousness, a physical hindrance, something situational, you'll have a few minutes, and since we're all in our own private domain, release like no one's watching, because technically no one is. And begin. I'm releasing, feeling like I'm not good enough. I'm releasing, holding on to the past. I'm releasing depression. I'm releasing laziness. I'm releasing everything but the present moment. Call it out. Set it free. Be released. Let it be. Call it out. Set it free. Be released. Let it be. Call it out. Set it free. Be released. Let it be. Call it out. Set it free. Be released. Let it be. Call it out. Set it free. Be released. Let it be. And shake off anything that no longer serves you. And let's just have a moment of silence. All right. So if you can all get into a standing position, and for some of you it might not be as easy as others, but you know, for anyone who can stand up, that would be ideal. So then in your standing position, why don't you stand in what's called the horse position in Tai Chi, with your feet slightly more than shoulder distance apart, your knees bent, with equal distribution of weight on both your left and your right side. and keeping your back as straight as possible. Feeling really centered and grounded in this position. And don't strain yourself. Just stand in whichever way is similar, that feels comfortable and relaxed and anchored. And now close your eyes for a moment and imagine getting into your own embodied, fiery nature. Feeling the heat running through your system, filling you up with warmth and energy of the flame. And start to sway your hips back and forth, giving yourself a bit of a wiggle. Getting ready to move. Sagittarius rules the hips and the thighs, so feel your hips and thighs get fired up and awakened. So now we're going to go on a quest into the realm of Sagittarius, into the realm of fire, of optimism and expanded ideas, philosophy, depth, and take all that on your quest. A quest of exploring new lands, new concepts, and a new purpose. And finding your balance in this position. Maybe you're swaying back and forth a bit. Maybe you're skipping in place. Maybe you're even hopping around the room. Yes. And imagine being a different archetype. A hunter of some kind. A hunter of skills, knowledge, objects, or artifacts. You are an archer, adorned with a bow and arrow, connected to the horse you're on. You are riding free on your quest, traveling forward on the path of knowledge, and taking a deep breath and exhaling, making a fiery sound. And inhale again. And exhale, making another fiery sound. A sound that propels you on your journey. And off into the distance you go, moving as you wish, accentuating this journey you're on. What is it you're questing about in your own life? What do you wish to know, to understand, to find out more of? As you take steps forward, moving however feels most comfortable for you. Imagine with each step, you're gaining speed, gaining momentum. You're seeing some answers made available to you, written in the rocks of the mountains, coming off the wisps of the flame, feeling a new sense of understanding coming through. And some questions that are left more amorphous, to be determined in a future journey, like messages from your higher mind. You feel yourself expanding to encompass this new gift of awareness, this gift of being okay with what is, as well as taking in what you need to know. As you stand in horse stance, continue taking steps around your space, moving like a hunter, witnessing your environment, going deeper into your quest, your journey, and engaging with the Sagittarius fire element, the fire that cleanses and renews. How can we use the fire element to become more aware, knowing, wise, and clear? So now you've reached a place on your journey where you're confronted by a wall of smoke and flames. And in order to venture through, you need to set some intentions in order for a passage to open up and go further on your quest. We're in the time of the new moon, and the new moon is all about beginning the cycle all over again. What would you like to see happen if you were to set an intention from your hidden depths, of your deepest places in your heart, something that has yet to be surfaced? What would that be? What would you like to see that you want to share with the world between now and the upcoming full moon? Feel free to say out loud what that is, and continue to name as many things as you wish for the next minute or so. Feeling your truth and naming your intentions, saying it out loud, calling it out for the world to hear. My intention is to have more fun in a safe way. To practice more yoga. To tell people I love them. My intention is to enjoy life. My intention is to be happy. My intention is to exercise more. And to be with love. A few more seconds. And coming to a close. Feels good to set intentions. Now, as the smoky veils open up, get ready to traverse on through to the other side. With your bow and arrow, getting ready to aim. And notice the beauty in the open area around you. And look up and see the lovely night sky shining down on you. If you're able to go out and be with the stars, now is a good time. And notice that you see more answers to your journey written in the rocks. Even more clearly than before. And now, take your bow and arrow and take one last aim of what you would like to capture. Pointing the arrow, pulling back, and ready, aim, and fire. Trusting that the arrow will fall at your designated target. And when it lands, a light begins burning into its place. A light with many flames. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your arrow hit the jackpot and struck the sacred Hanukah menorah, lighting it up with intentions from our journey. Tonight is the 5th night of Hanukah, and as we embrace the fire magic, we embrace the rebirth of the light, the sacred light, the flame of passion, creativity, warmth, and love. So, why don't we all sing a Hanukah song together, shall we?
Hanukah, oh Hanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sevivon to play with, latkes to eat. And while we are playing, candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Woo-hoo. Alrighty. And now we're going to close with a poem about Sagittarius. You are the archer seeking wisdom, half truth, half horse, speaking truth and honesty, but no meaning, no harm, of course. A clever mind with a fiery drive, heading for the dream, no pretense, no deception. You are what you seem. Resilient optimism is the trademark that you bear. You'll quickly find the silver lining and not wallow in despair. Advice on how to live their lives to friends you'll freely give. No matter that they didn't ask, you'll tell them how to live. A restlessness runs through you for change and far-off trips. And what comes into your mind will soon be on your lips. You'll champion the underdog and try to move his strife. Your mind is independent and your focus is on life. Alrighty. So now we're going to close the directions. Everyone go back to their position facing east. I'd like to thank the spirits of the East for blessing us with your openness and your innocence. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And thank you, the spirits of the South, for honoring us with your fire and your passion. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And thank you, spirits of the West, for honoring us with your water and your emotions. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And thanking the spirits of the North for blessing us with your solitude and your wisdom. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And thanking the spirits of above for blessing us with your heavenly light. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And thanking the spirits of below for blessing us with your earthy sustenance. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And thanking spirits of center for blessing us with our own inner circle. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And thanking the human spirits together as a family, the masculine, the feminine, the elder, the child, and the mixed spirits. Thank you so much. You are always welcome. Blessed be. The circle is open, yet unbroken. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Woo! So I want to thank all of the artists, Detroit Flanagan, Adi Bell, Ahmed Ragab, and David Shakaban. Everyone's websites will be listed at the end of this broadcast. And of course, a special, amazing thanks to my wonderful, awesome partner, Scooter Wilson, who's been my rock with tech support and so many other things throughout every single one of these rituals. I love you, baby. Mwah. So even though I can't see you all, knowing that you're here really warms my heart. These rituals aren't anything without all of you fabulous participants. And so I warmly accept donations through either PayPal or Venmo, and it would really mean a lot to me to receive monetary offerings during these times. So please message or private message me for my info. I put a lot of quality production into these rituals, both in writing up each one as well as with all the audio and visual components. Each ritual is different from the next. Each sign is different. The full and new moon are different. And so the next one is going to be on Tuesday, December 29th, for the full moon in Cancer, the cold moon. So looking forward to seeing you all then. Meanwhile, keep the optimistic flame that is Sagittarius. Enjoy the starry night sky if you can, and blessed be.